for Flance Early Learning Center. So give it up. Has anybody ever heard of Flance before?
No.
No. So we're brand new. We're only, for our Early Learning Center, we're only 10 years old, going on 11 years. So during the pandemic, we had to start over. We service around, we do a year-round service. We service around 182 littles a day. As Sorin said, we do 6 weeks to 5 years old. And before I go on, I just want to say happy 100th anniversary. I was in Rotary when I was with the Boy Scouts. I was in the Ferguson Forest and Rotary for many years, and I know the great works that Rotary does in their community. So I'm going to start off with a quick little video, and then I'll go into the presentation. Quality education, a quality place where they're gonna get nurtured, they're gonna be able to excel in what they do. I know it's just littles, but people don't know that the brain develops 90% before they're 5 years old. So just saying that we can just pour not only just fun things, we work off of, we want them to play. Yes, we want them to learn their numbers, we want them to learn their ABCs and things like that, but what we want them to actually do is play as well, because that's how they learn and that's how they engage. And we don't want them, it's something that we want them to be kindergarten ready. So it's just not, hey, they can just sit in line, they don't have to push, they don't have to worry about anything. They learn how to do they learn how to be a good steward in their community. And we also work with the families in the community around us. So again, we are in the 63106 area. It is, if you don't know about the city or the state, we're the second lowest income area code in Missouri. So again, we were placed in this area intentionally because there was no early learning center in the area. There was nowhere for, they had one of the largest populations of 0 to 5 years old in the city. So we built an oasis, especially for that community and the communities around us. Again, we do the whole child approach. We want them to be able to be themselves. We want them to be able to know that they have somewhere to go and somewhere to be that's going to nurture them. It's something when you see the littles come in and they're happy to see their teachers and they're happy to see their friends that they didn't know they had, especially on the first day. We do wraparound services, so again, from healthcare, so we provide health, dental, and eye to every student. We provide, we have a food bank where every Thursday Operation Food Search comes in and refills our food bank. In the summer, during the growing season, we do Fresh Food Fridays. So we're able to give a fresh box of fresh vegetables and vegetables to each and every parent and family in Flance, and also the community. So we do around a ton of food, a ton of boxes. So each and every, so we have a lot of, what can I say? We have a lot of low-income families around Flance, so they're able to come and actually do the food pantry. They're actually able to do the boxes as well until they're gone. And we also have kind of a clothing kind of drive, so they can come in and get clothing as well. So again, this is big. We do a lot of what we call our wellness. So we do art therapy, we do play therapy, music therapy, movement therapy. We have someone who comes in and actually dances with the littles. Not only not only the pre-K, but the toddlers as well. It's all about movement. So we have these services so that the youth they can just they can grow and they can learn, and we want to make sure that they have all the tools they need to succeed. So we service around 57% African American, but we have a lot of Somalians, Latino. As you can see, we service around 24% Caucasian as well. So with that being said, two-parent families, this has changed, and this is great. We used to service around 80% single families, but it went up to 53% two-parent households and 47%. So again, we service more males than females, which I'm new to the job. I've only been here for 6 months, and that was kind of amazing to see. As you can see, we have more preschoolers because of we can hold more preschoolers than toddlers and then infants as well, because there is regulations on how many per capita teachers you can have per student dealing with each division. We service mostly city. 88% of our families come from the city, 12% come from the county, and the ones that come from the county are usually the teachers that bring their children in to actually be a part. We service around 73% low income, 27% market rate, so tuition based. They actually pay tuition. So this is great. Our infant toddlers, again, educational outcomes. Again, we are an educational center. We are not a daycare center. Each and every youth that comes through our program, student that comes through our program, has a profile that we keep from when they're 6 weeks until they graduate from our program. So as you can see the numbers, the benchmarks of the toddlers. You can see pre-K, cognitive abilities, social emotional, and that's what we're big on. We want every child to be able to come in and progress and be kindergarten ready. And again, our Flance graduates, 100% down the board of social emotional, cognitive benchmarks, and exceeding language and literacy benchmarks. So a little bit of our financials. We run a $3 million budget, $1.4 million that we have to raise every year to keep our programming going. So, again, that's a little bit about Flance. I know that there's a lot of early learning centers around here, but I wanted to, and Sorin wanted to just introduce me and introduce who Flance is. Again, Flance was built in a place where there was need. So again, coming from an area that is, we again service 73% low income, that they don't have to pay anything. Again, market rate is 24%, but we want to make sure that every little has the opportunity to actually succeed in life. Again, early learning centers are necessary. If you don't know right now, there is waiting lists around the board, the country, the city on, there are people trying to go to work, but they can't get to work because they don't have a place where they can put their child where they feel safe. I can say we see our parents twice a day. They have to bring their kids in. They have to actually engage with us. And that's a great thing, because we try to do, just yesterday we did a spa day for our parents, where they came in, we did 10-minute yoga, they got the massage chair, we had some soup for them, we had some oral kind of lotions and things for them, so they can feel like they're being nurtured as well. Tomorrow, we actually have our kindergarten fair where we have 6 kindergarten centers that are coming, schools that are coming in and actually providing that service for the kids. We are a nonprofit. We do not, we're not affiliated with St. Louis Public Schools or anyone. We're affiliated with ourselves. So I know that's a lot of information in a quick amount of time. Any questions? Yes, ma'am.
So I can imagine that there's a great demand for what you're providing. How do you find the families, vet them, so there's a waiting list? What's that process like to get students?
So the students are abundant.
Yeah.
The students are abundant. It's hard to vet sometimes, especially when it comes to the families that's actually paying. Again, we work with different organizations that actually subsidize a lot of our low income, and usually there's a wait list there as well. So we have to do our best to do our due diligence to find the families that need the care the most. And I hate to say that, but it is true.
I've got a question. What percentage of your students are paid students and scholarship?
So we don't have scholarship. Oh, so
Well,
subsidized.
subsidized.
Yeah. So 74% are subsidized, and then 26%
Private pay.
are private pay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you provide any transportation, or is it the responsibility of the parents to get the kids?
So it's the responsibility of the parent to get them to where they need to go.
We've seen that a lot of low-income families might not have reliable transportation.
And that's something we're looking at, and that's something that we're trying to work out as well. And that's why I'm there, you know, just to make sure that in the future we can build a budget that can actually have that, that not a perk, but something that is needed for, because we do have families that's taking 2 to 3 buses with 2 to 3 kids to drop them off, and we don't want that. We want to build something that is inclusive for everyone and easy for everyone. So, yes, ma'am.
Well, the parents that are taking 2 or 3 buses to get their children there really have a vested interest in it,
Correct.
rather than somebody that comes and gets them and they just shoo the kids out the
They
door.
all have a vested interest. I mean, again, it's hard to find a good early learning center. Somewhere that actually we have a chef that prepares 50,000 meals a year. So, I mean, homemade from scratch every day. Breakfast and lunch, and they get a snack. And then again, make our own baby food in-house. Go ahead. Oh, yes, ma'am.
I'm just curious, what are your hours? Do you have overnight hours?
We do not. We are year-round, but our hours are 7:30 in the morning to 5:30 in the evening.
You serve 180 students. Is that maximum capacity?
So throughout the year, we service 180. We are licensed for 152. So again, we're year-round. Youth, they graduate, and then we have more that come in. But to, just for servicing, we're licensed for 152. We have 13 classrooms.
Since the demand is so high, are there any plans to expand, do another center somewhere within several blocks of other folks?
If we have, again, that's the capital question, right? But in the near future, again, we're young, but we see the impact that we're having in the community. And again, we have parents that's coming from, market rate parents that's coming from Kirkwood and you know, Chesterfield, just to bring their kids, to our youth, to our program. That just tells you how great our program is. But in the near future, yes, we would love to maybe get a learning center that is closer down and present our, you know, curriculum, and so we can build.
Is your facility an older building?
It is a brand new building.
Right.
It was built for the early.
And how was that financed?
How was it financed? So it was financed through Rotarian and a grant from the city.
Okay.
I know at first we didn't own our building. We were kind of renting it out but now we own the whole building, and we do have a surplus of $1 million. So we've been working due diligently to just keep everything afloat. But with the ARPA money going away, it's gonna be a little bit difficult to be where we were. So we're gonna have to go after more funds.
So, since the parents have invested, is there an attendance policy, like if they miss a certain amount of days, somebody else comes into the program? And
So there is an attendance policy, but it depends on, again, if you're market rate or if you're subsidizing, where the money is coming from. But usually